And I say we want to be in Europe, not run by Europe.
I want us to be in Europe, but not run by Europe. And
these election campaigns were nearly a decade apart, but the message has stayed the same. A strong, independent Britain that can stand up to the European Union. And that is the message the Conservative core voters David Cameron is appealing to want to hear. In this Conservative club in North London, the views on Europe are clear.
I'm worried about Brussels controlling England, and none of our politicians controlling us at all.
To prove his Eurosceptic credentials in the run-up to the election, David Cameron has distanced the Conservatives from the European Parliament's biggest right-leaning group, the European People's Party, which includes the parties of major leaders like Angela Merkel and Nicolas Sarkozy. Instead, Cameron formed a new group with Eastern European MEPs from minor right-wing parties, which have been accused of holding racist and homophobic views.
So how on earth does it help anyone in Bristol, or anyone else in the country for that matter, David Cameron, to join together in the European Union with a bunch of nutters, anti-Semites, people who deny climate change exists, homophobes? That doesn't help Britain. Of course we need to change the European Union, but you change clubs of which you are a member by getting stuck in, not standing on the sidelines and complaining about things.
Cameron is not as close as he should be to Merkel and Sarkozy and other major European Union leaders. So he has made things difficult for himself. And I think that he will find things difficult at the start. It remains to be seen how far he is able really to argue for reform with people whose idea of Europe he seems to have rejected.
13 of the EU's prime ministers are part of the European People's Party. They often hold influential meetings before and during official European summits to come up with a common strategy. They're encouraging David Cameron to rejoin their ranks.
We make decisions in these kind of meetings. We make decisions that are going to influence, as the majority party in the European politics, we are going to influence the decisions of the Council, where decisions are taken really, that are going to affect the European citizens. So it's only an advice. It's better to be inside that kind of meetings than outside.
The European alliance may be hoping to call Cameron's bluff should he win the election. But the Conservative leader knows that he first needs to convince his core voters that he shares their views on Europe if he's ever going to represent them in Brussels as the new British Prime Minister. Barbara Serra, Al Jazeera, London.